Hey sis, hey, welcome to the very first episode of the Savvy Systems Sista Podcast, where we simplify your backend so you can show up boldly out front, serving in the capacity that you desire to serve. I am your host and your Savvy Systems Sista, Carmen, systems strategist, educator, mama, and your go-to coach for sustaining your business and building a life that honors your calling. Check this part out. Without burnout, because so many of us are running from job to job. We're teaching all day long, and then we're running home to build this business, and in the process, we are burning ourselves out. So whether you're a full-time educator like me, a budding entrepreneur, or a woman of faith building something powerful in your spare moments, this space is for you. And today, we're talking all about creating systems that actually work for you. Not just what looks good on a Trello board, not what you wrote down in your notebook or on your GoodNotes, or what is cute in somebody else's course. Okay, we're talking about the systems that work for you. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Building systems for both my life and my business have been absolutely life-changing for me. And the best part, I have the tech background to help you ditch the overwhelm and step fully into ease. We're going to break it all the way down. I'm going to make it plain and simple, just like I do when I teach. And we're going to get you moving forward with clarity. Listen, I tell my students all the time, and the teachers that I coach, I don't teach nothing hard. So this is not hard. This is going to be real simple. It's going to be real plain. Let's get into it. So we're going to start by talking about just one simple thing. What even is a system? Like, you're talking about this, Carmen, but I don't even know what that is. What is it? Let's break it all the way down. A system is simply a repeatable process. That's it. Something that you do over and over and over and over. It is a set of steps that helps you to save time, helps you to stay consistent, and because it also gives you clarity, it helps to reduce the decision fatigue that has you staring at the wall like, what was I supposed to do again? Listen, and as a fellow ADHD girly, that happens to me a lot. And now I have a system in place, so it doesn't happen a lot. What are some examples of systems? Do you have a morning routine or an evening routine? That's a system. How you meal prep on Sunday to get you ready for the week? That's a system. How you decide to respond to emails or follow up with clients? Those are systems. Let's talk about some systems in the classroom. How you have a morning meeting? That's a system. How your students come into the classroom? That's a system. How you have them line up to go to lunch or their next block? That's a system. The way that you plan for small group instruction, also a system. The way you run your class jobs, girl, that's a system too. There are systems everywhere. So here's a real quick exercise. I want you to pause, of course, unless you are driving, and think about the last thing you did today without even thinking about it. So maybe that was making your coffee. Maybe that was checking your email. What was it? That's a system. Whether it's helping you or hindering you, it's still a pattern. Now, here's the thing. You already have systems, even if they are chaotic ones. We just want to move from those survival systems to sustainable systems. We have to stop romanticizing hustle and the hustle culture. And let me tell you, we are big for that in the field of education. We romanticize and talk about how we gonna hustle so much in education. We need to start building the systems that reflect and honor our rhythm rather than the systems that keep us hustling. So let's talk for a second about the systems that you have in place or the systems you want to create that don't actually stick. Some of y'all be running through systems faster than you do your New Year's resolutions, okay? They don't last long either. So the number one reason why your systems aren't sticking is because you're trying to copy somebody else's workflow without honoring your season. I don't know how else to say it. You are looking at Instagram, you are looking at Facebook, you're scrolling TikTok, and you're seeing this phenomenal girly do it in the way that she does it, and you're like, but why it's not working for me? It's because her life ain't your life. Her tools might be cute for her. They look real cute. She can do it real cute, but they're causing you chaos because you guys are in two different seasons. You got two different lives. Number two, the second reason why your systems aren't sticking is because you're trying to implement 10 new tools at once instead of trying to get really good at one. Raise your hand, myself included, if you ever gotten shiny object syndrome and you're like, ooh, new tech, ooh, new tech, ooh, new tech. And now you've got like 45 subscriptions that you're paying for, and you're like, which one? Like, what do I use, Carmen? Like, why? It's too much. You're paying for all of them. You might be using 2 of them. It's too much. And the third reason why your systems aren't sticking is because you're trying to overcomplicate things. Girl, stop. Systems are supposed to bring you peace, not more pressure. I need you to understand, and we're going to talk about this more in a minute. It is okay for you to unfollow, hit the unfollow button on the influencers and the girlies whose perfect routines are making you feel less than. You don't need a color-coded Notion dashboard if you don't even like logging into Notion. You don't need it. And bonus tip, perfectionism is not a system. Perfectionism is a delay tactic. Let that sit for a minute. You're afraid to post because it's not perfect. Perfectionism is a distraction. You keep getting distracted. That's why your systems are not working. You don't need a system that impresses people online. You need the systems that are going to give you peace offline. It's not about what anybody else wants. It's about you and what you need. So I'm going to walk you through my 3-part framework for creating systems that work for you and not somebody else. This is about you. It's okay to be selfish with this for just a minute. The first part of this framework is to realign. You've got to get clear on what matters most. This means that you're going to have to take a step back. And you are going to have to get crystal clear on your values, your vision, and where you are in your life. Because guess what? We're not building randomness out here. There's nothing random about it. We're building systems not because, Carmen, you said on Instagram that I needed to do so. No, that's not why we're building them. I need you to understand what it is that you want. What is your why for wanting better systems? Is it freedom? Is it more time with your family? Is it less burnout? Is it because you are tired of running from job to job? This is what I want you to do, unless, of course, you are driving. Pause this podcast if you need to. Grab your notebook, girl, and actually write it down. Get clear, because when you're clear, you stop saying yes to the systems that don't match your purpose. Let me tell you about a client of mine who was stuck in hustle mode. Girlfriend had 5 different planners and 3 CRMs. She was using Dubsado, Honeybook, and Paperbill because she thought that's what a real CEO does. Once we realigned her systems to her actual priorities, she was able to cut her tools in half. They saved her hours a week, and she was able to start showing up more fully in what God had called her to do. So now that we're realigned, we're clear on our season and not somebody else's, it's time to hit the reset button. I need you to clear out what's not working. Reset is all about letting go. Let go of the clutter. Let go of the habits that are not serving you. Let go of the tech that you're not even using. You're just paying for it. Let go of the expectations that don't serve you. You let somebody else give you expectations and you're like, I don't even want to do this for real. Let it go. Maybe that's deleting the app that you never use. Listen, I had to let go of Hinge. God's going to bring me my man. He ain't on Hinge. Maybe it's letting go of a routine that leaves you drained. Maybe it's clearing off your desk and making space so that you can just breathe. When you reset, when you have to hit the delete button, when you have to take a step back, when you have to let it go in my Elsa voice, it's not failure. It's actually part of the process. Let me share a personal story with you. There was this one season. Listen, I am a tech girly through and through. Yes, I am the one with shiny object syndrome who's like, ooh, tech, ooh, tech, ooh, tech. Let me try this. Let me try this. Let me try this. There was a season where I had like every digital planning tool known to man. Asana, check, used it. Notion, check, used it. ClickUp, check, used it. Google Calendar, Post-its, which is not even a tech resource, and my index cards. I ain't gonna show y'all my stack of index cards right now, but my index cards. But instead of helping me, all it did was give me anxiety because I was like, girl, I'm over here. I'm over here. I'm over here. I'm over here. But I had to delete some of those, let some of those go, and really figure out what works for Carmen. So now I keep it cute and I keep it simple, okay? I have my Google Doc that I plan out of. Love my Google Calendar. She is that girl. My index cards help me to stay sane. And Asana. That's it. That reset is what brought me peace. It has brought me productivity. And listen, if it's not bringing me peace and it's not bringing you peace or progress or productivity, it's okay to let it go. I'm not going to sing, but it's okay to let it go. Period. Remember, sometimes your glow up is going to start with a good delete button. Sometimes you might have to delete that man from your phone. Sometimes just let his messages go. Okay? Block him. Name him as do not respond. Something. Let it go. Now that we have realigned and we have reset, the final stage, this is the good part. This is the juicy part. This is what you've been waiting for. It is time to rebuild. And we are creating systems, okay, that fit you. This is the good stuff. Now that you've realigned and reset, it's time to rebuild. This is where you're going to get intentional and you're going to get strategic. And you are going to design the systems that actually support you. Don't try to go purchase the 45 tools that are not in alignment with who you are, okay? Pick the things that you like and build for flexibility. Let's say that your mornings are a mess, okay? You can't get out the door before 7 and you're supposed to be at work at 7:10. Instead of trying to copy somebody else's 5 a.m. morning routine by journaling and doing Pilates and drinking your green smoothie, rebuild your own flow, honey. Maybe for you, it looks like waking up 15 minutes earlier, lighting a candle, saying a prayer, and reviewing your top 3 things that you need to do today. We're going to keep it cute, but it's not about the aesthetics. It's about alignment. I had a client who rebuilt her client onboarding system using just Google Forms and templates inside her Gmail. It wasn't fancy, but it worked for her in that season. And she was able to reclaim hours of her time every month. That's what we want. We want the systems that are going to serve you, not the systems that are going to cause you to be a slave to them or that you have to serve. And the best part, let me tell you what it is. The best part is that your systems evolve. They evolve. You're allowed to, they grow with you. So give yourself permission to tweak, to change, and to grow. You're not locked in to a system once you create it. Allow it to grow and evolve and change as you grow, evolve, and change. You're just getting started. Now, I want you to get a quick win, real quick. So this is what I want you to do. We're going to get started today. As a matter of fact, as soon as this finishes playing, you're going to get started. Number 1, I want you to reflect. Write down your top priorities for the next 30 days. What are they? Then I want you to purge, let it go. Pick one system or habit that's not serving you and say bye-bye. And finally, since we know what we're focusing on for the next 30 days and we've let go the things that are not serving us, choose one small system to rebuild. Maybe it's your morning routine. Maybe it's the way that you plan your content. Maybe it's the way that you meal prep. Maybe it's the way that you respond to emails. And celebrate every win along the way. Play your favorite song, girl, have a dance party, whatever it is that you decide to do to celebrate your peace and the purpose that you are creating in your life. Listen, I want to hear from you. DM me on Instagram. I will put my Instagram in the show notes or drop me a comment letting me know where you are right now. Do you need to realign? Do you need to reset? Or are you at a space where you're ready to rebuild? And if you want to go deeper, grab my free Simple Systems Guide for business owners and check out the link in the show notes to join my next live webinar where I am going to be breaking down this reset, this realign, reset, and rebuild framework. Remember this, girl, you deserve systems that honor your purpose, support your peace, and create space for you to experience freedom and joy. Thanks for hanging out for me today. I am so proud of you for starting this journey. And until next time, keep building boldly, keep showing up fully, and let your systems work for you. Love you.